Hi, this is Reginald from Bass Freak, and in this video I want to tell you about this incredible product that we have. It's from this French company called Two Notes, and they make very good speaker simulators. And what we have here is the pedal version, which is called the Torpedo Cab. So this thing has over 25 guitar cabinets inside. It has over 10 bass cabinets inside. You can choose from a list of microphones. You can choose whether you want it as a tube preamp or not. And it allows you to have that amazing tone even without the physical cabinet itself. And also, so it's great for recording. It's great for like churches or even venues that you are using in-ear monitoring now because you want to control your stage sound. So instead of running your instrument like your bass or your guitar directly into the DI, which can sound really dry and loss of tone, you can use this actually to simulate. So and it makes your instrument sound just as incredible as if you have that big amplifier with you. So it's a very portable device. You can just put it on your pedal board and just bring it along wherever you go. So I'm going to switch mode and you're going to see the pedal at work. So now you can see the Torpedo Cab. This is how the pedal looks like when it's at work. And I'm just running this. The bass that I'm using is the BN5 that you saw in the earlier shot. And I'm actually using it in passive mode so that there's no coloration of the tone. This is how it sounds like. So this is how the bass sounds like, and I'm sure that you're familiar with this F bass tone. So if I activate it just by pressing this, and you can see that it goes into a page. So all these are actually your guitar cabinets. So there's tons of guitar cabinets, and you can see the list on their website. It has your PV, Mesa Boogie, Marshall, your Vox, Bogner, a lot of fantastic cabs. And then if I go to this portion, bass. Okay, that's our favorite part, right? So on bass, there are like the Two Notes. They have their own cab. They have this is the MPEG. This is the Big Band from SWR. So the Aluminium XL actually from Hardkey. So you can actually get a lot of tones from there. So let me just start by editing one of it myself. So you can actually first select whether you want a power amp or not. So if I turn on the power amp, so you can hear that there's this tube sound that comes on. Tube, they have this high-end brilliance. And actually, in the power amp mode, there are different tubes that I can select from. Different tonal characteristics. So let's say I like this 6L6 because it has this nice body. And I can select my volume. So let's put it at 10. Depth, type, pentode, triode. Just very slight, but if you are an amp enthusiast, I'm sure that you know how to control this. So after you have cleared the amp portion, you can go to your miking. So now miking is on, but I can turn it off. So this is direct without miking. With miking, you can hear that there's a bit more presence in the tone. And I'm going with the selection using the cab and the mic. Okay, so right now it's on Marco. Marco is actually mark bass 2x10. So I can select from a lot of cabinets here. So Heaven, this is actually the David Eden cabs. Another David Eden cab. And Fridge is actually the MPEG 8x10. So it has that nice rock sound. There are a lot of Eddie Van Halen's cab. Then there's California Low is another bass cab. Then there's actually the AZ, and this is the SWR band, the big band 1x18. You have the Working Man, which is one of my favorite. So like for me, I'm very familiar with the SWR cabs, and you know how that high-end Twitter, that very clean high-end sound. So I find that they have really captured this sound very well. And Alou XL, this is the hard key. Can you hear that metallic sound from the cone? So let's say I like the SWR Working Man. And then I will select this, and I can choose what kind of mic I want to use. So now I'm on the Ribbon 160, bass 52. There's like your Shure Beta 57, condenser mic. I think it's Beta 87. There are other like your Bear Dynamic and AKG and stuff. So let's say I like this sound. I just like the high end that's coming out from this. So I stick to this, and then I can choose how much distance I want it from the mic. So this is just very close to the M, and if I bring it all the way up, you can hear that it sounds further away. So if I play this, you can hear that there's a bit more bass, more definition as you get closer to. So let's say I want a bit more distance, instead of, you know, that full on. So let's keep it at 30%. Then the next thing, I can choose mic placement. So do I want it to be in the center, or do I want it to be at the side? So center, side. So you can hear that at the side it actually gets bassier because you are moving away from the tweeter. So you can hear that it gets brighter here, but here you get more bass. So let's say I like it in the center, I'll just stick to this. And then the last step, I can put my mic in the front or at the back. So obviously I prefer the front. And then the last one will be actually EQ. So this EQ section is really nice. So I can choose to turn it off, or I can turn it on. And then you select whether you're in guitar or bass mode. So I'm using a bass guitar, and I'll stick to bass. So this is 50 Hz, 120 your low mids, 360 low mids, 800 high mids, 4K treble. So you can actually tweak. So let's say I want a Jaco tone, and you know, I want to boost that nasal sound, and that's actually the 6K. So if I use my bridge pickup now, give it a bit more bass. Bring down the treble a bit. that is my mid boost tone. But let's say I want something with a smooth slap tone, so I want to give it that smiling face EQ, and I want to cut the high mids a bit just to get that smooth sound. I'll bring back the mids, maybe just keep it at 1 dB. I'll keep my bass boost on, so you can hear that, you know, the EQ is actually very musical. So if this is 0, and if I bring it down, you know, it really gives me that sweet slap tone like Nathan East or Marcus Miller. And then the last part is just to determine how much level you want. So if I want it louder, bring it back to 0, and I'm done. Then I'll just hold it to save. Okay, so I'll just call this STR, and then it's a saving, and I'm done. So what happens now that you're familiar with this tone? What does the original tone sound like? So let's go back to bypass. So you know, initially when you started out, you kind of felt this tone is nice. But now it sounds like it's in a box, you know. So when you run through the Torpedo Cab, you feel that it has a lot more presence in the tone, more texture. So I think it's a great device, and I love it. And this is just one way of setting it. You can also connect to your computer, and you can see the beautiful graphics from your monitor, and just, you know, choose your amp placement and things like that. You can download even more cabinets from their website. Then also you can use this to toggle between your different presets, and if you hold this, it goes to mute. So let's say if you want to unplug your instrument, you can actually do that. So this is the Torpedo Cab, and I hope that you have enjoyed watching this video. Thanks, bye.